शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्।
मैं सुधाकर मोदी तोशनीवाल आपका आज ये वेबिनार में सबका स्वागत करता हूं कि आप संडे के दिन सब हमारे से जुड़े हैं। MVPM माहेश्वरी विद्या प्रचारक संघ एक 90 साल पुराना इंस्टीट्यूट है जिसका मेन ऑब्जेक्ट अफोर्डेबल एजुकेशन है। दूसरा है हॉस्टल की सुविधा गर्ल्स को और बॉयज को हर जगह पे दिलाने का है। जैसे अभी इनका एक नया हॉस्टल आइरोली में हॉस्टल बन रहा है। दूसरा सबसे बड़ा कार्य जो MVAP कर रही है वो है स्कॉलर अवार्ड का उन्होंने एक प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार किया है जिसमें काफी यंग लोग जुड़े हुए हैं और उसका मेन ऑब्जेक्ट ये है कि सारे लोग एक दूसरे से जुड़े, अपने एक्सपीरियंस, अपनी लर्निंग, अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग एक दूसरे के साथ विचार विमर्श करके बांटे और एक अच्छा कार्यक्रम काफी अच्छा चल रहा है और हर साल स्कॉलर्स को अवार्ड दिया जाता है। ये प्रोग्राम भी स्कॉलर्स वाले ही सारे ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं। अब मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा राठी जी से कि वो MPM का वीडियो है वो जरा दिखाएं।
शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्।
प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीय
मैं सुधाकर मोदी, मैंने सीए करने के बाद कुछ साल प्रैक्टिस किया, फिर मेरी इंडस्ट्रीज एस्टेब्लिश की और मेरे मन में एक विचार आया कि माहेश्वरी लोग जो पहले बिजनेस कम्युनिटी से थे, इंडस्ट्री लगाते थे, वो आजकल ऐसा देखा गया है कि ज़्यादा सर्विस में या ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट हैं, खुद के एंटरप्रीनियरशिप में उनका थोड़ा कम ध्यान है। ऐसा मैंने जब मालूम किया मेरे दोस्तों से, मेरे रिलेटिव से, तो ऐसा लगा कि ज़्यादातर यंग लोगों का विचार इंडस्ट्री लगाना या इंडस्ट्री चलाना नहीं है, बल्कि कोई अच्छी सी सर्विस ज्वाइन करना है। तो मेरा एक विचार आया, क्यों नहीं अपन एक जो कि एक बिजनेस फैमिली है, एक माहेश्वरी जाने जाते हैं बिजनेस के हिसाब से, तो इस तरह की कोई सेमिनार वेबिनार ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाए। तो ये मालू जी को मैंने विचार रखा, मालू जी ने मेरे को सहमति दी और ये हमने चालू करने का प्रयास किया है। इसमें मेन थीम है कि आज मोदी जी भी चाहते हैं कि देश आत्मनिर्भर हो। आत्मनिर्भर के लिए मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्टिविटी, सर्विस एक्टिविटी बहुत जरूरी है। तो आज के हमारे जो स्पीकर हैं, मिस्टर डॉक्टर हैं बसर साहब, मैं उनका एक शॉर्ट इंट्रोडक्शन दूंगा। डॉक्टर बसर साहब जलगांव से हैं और जलगांव के पास कोई छोटे से मतलब विलेज से हैं, पर बहुत ही इन्होंने अच्छी पढ़ाई की है, केमिकल इंजीनियर्स हैं। उन्होंने पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट किया है पॉलीमर साइंस के अंदर आईआईटी दिल्ली से, फिर पीएचडी किया है आईआईटी बॉम्बे से, और वो भी एक बहुत अच्छा पॉलीमर साइंस के अंदर। अब जब नॉर्मली क्या होता है, लोग आईआईटी दिल्ली बॉम्बे से करते हैं ना, तो फॉरेन जाने की रहती है यार, फॉरेन में अच्छा, पर डॉक्टर साहब ने यहीं पे अपना एक बहुत शानदार बिजनेस डेवलप किया है। और उसके अंदर उन्होंने सबसे बड़ी खासियत ये है कि तरह तरह के पेटेंट इन्होंने खुद ने इन्वेंट करके उनको टेक्नोलॉजिकली रजिस्टर्ड करवाया है। और उन्होंने एक अपनी खुद की कंपनी बनाई है जिसका नाम है देवन सुपर क्रिटिकल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। और इसके अंदर सबसे जो उन्होंने और खासियत की कि जो चीज पहले इंपोर्ट होती थी, इक्विपमेंट्स, वो सारे आज ये इंडिया में ही बना रहे हैं। अच्छा, इन्होंने एक जो बहुत अच्छा नया डेवलपमेंट अभी चालू किया है, वो कि अपने जो कपड़े के अंदर पानी, टेक्सटाइल प्रोसेसिंग में पानी का बहुत यूज होता है, तो उन्होंने रिसेंटली विदाउट यूज ऑफ वाटर एक टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप की है और उसको वो, जिससे एनवायरनमेंट का बहुत फायदा होगा। अब ज्यादा आपको डॉक्टर साहब बताएंगे आपके बारे में, मैंने एक शॉर्ट इंट्रोडक्शन दिया है। और शिवम जी राठी हमारे मॉडरेटर हैं आज। शिवम जी राठी भी बी ऑनर्स है बिट्स पिलानी से, जो कि अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा इंस्टीट्यूट है, और आजकल वो बोस्टन कंसल्टेंट्स ग्रुप के अंदर मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट हैं, और इसके अलावा वो MBPM स्कॉलर से भी जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं आप सबको दीपावली की बहुत बहुत हार्दिक, जो मेरे से सीनियर्स हैं उनसे नमस्कार करता हूं, और जो मेरे से छोटे हैं उन सबका अभिनंदन करता हूं। और मैं भी राठी जी को बोलूंगा कि वो फ्लोर को अपना आगे का कार्यक्रम चालू करें। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सुधाकर जी। सभी को जय श्री कृष्ण। आज जैसा कि सुधाकर जी ने बताया, हमें बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं, जो कि है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप या सेल्फ ओन्ड बिजनेस। खुद का बिजनेस हम कैसे चलाए, क्या मोटिवेशन रहा है हमारे स्पीकर के लिए इस बिजनेस में, इस पे आज डिस्कस करेंगे। आज यूथ में काफी लोगों को इस चीज के लिए बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, ये एक हॉट टॉपिक है, बट इस पे गाइडेंस कम है। तो आज हमारे सेशन में डॉक्टर स्वप्नेशु बसेर जी है, ये हमें गाइड करेंगे, इनकी जर्नी के बारे में बताएंगे, और हम इससे काफी वैल्यूएबल हमें सीख मिलेगी। तो बिफोर आई बिगिन, मैं थोड़ा एडिशनल इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहूंगा स्वप्नेशु जी का। आई विल प्रोजेक्ट माय स्क्रीन। तो जैसा कि सुधाकर जी ने बताया, स्वप्नेशु जी इज द फाउंडर ऑफ देवेन सुपर क्रिटिकल्स। If I have to describe the company in one line, which I am sure is a difficult task, Swapnishu ji, but I would say that Deven Supercriticals offers tailor-made pilot and commercial scale plants for their based on their supercritical fluid processing technology. अब ये एक नई टेक्नोलॉजी है which has numerous applications. For example, जैसा कि सुधाकर जी ने बताया, it reduces water use in textiles. एंड इट लेदर प्रोसेसिंग पोल्यूशन फ्री करता है, There are natural
Only two?
products which we can extract. Apart from this, more on Swapneshu ji, so he's a very talented and prolific personality. He has a numerous number of patents जो US, UK, यूरोप जैसी जगह पर registered है. Additionally, he has received many number of prestigious awards. For example, the most recent one जो इन्हें मिला है, that is the most innovative MSME of the year 2020. और ये इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स ग्रुप ने इन्हें अवार्ड दिया है. साथ ही he has received multiple awards throughout his career. One of the most prestigious award that I would like to show is the one which he received from Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam. इन्हें यंग इंजीनियर अवार्ड मिला है for his contribution in the SCF technology. With this, I would like to now begin our discussion. So, welcome Swapneshu ji. Thank you for giving your time today. तो स्वप्नेश जी, पहला क्वेश्चन मैं एक पूछना चाहूंगा आपसे कि व्हाट मोटिवेटेड यू टू बिकम एन एंटरप्रेन्योर. ऐसा क्या आपका क्या थिंकिंग रहा बिहाइंड कि मैं खुद का बिजनेस स्टार्ट करूं?
Jai Shri Krishna to all. Basically, I belong to a business family. My father has been in business. We belong to Jamner, but then my father shifted to Pune in 1960s. And since then we have been in Pune, and since 1990 I have been in Bombay. But we have actually been family of engineers mostly, and even my brother's sister is also an engineer. So that way we have been kind of groomed in a way where there has been a business atmosphere at home. And that maybe was the reason why I was never comfortable for working for somebody. I always wanted to work independently, and that was my basic thinking. And also what I saw, that the entrepreneurship is required even in the job at high levels. So when you are doing job at high levels, you actually have multiple responsibilities, like marketing, like manufacturing, planning, for execution of jobs, for payment realization, also customer support. So you actually are doing all the functions of an entrepreneur, even at a high level job, but your remuneration remains limited. Whereas as an entrepreneur, your remuneration and the kind of benefits would be directly proportional to how well your company does. So that also kind of gives you a peace of mind, I thought. And that way I really wanted to pursue this entrepreneurship line.
Okay, that is an interesting part. Sir, apart from this motivation, मैं आपसे ये भी पूछना चाहूंगा कि you have made this whole company Deven Supercriticals based on a particular field, the chemical engineering field जो आपका था. तो what drove you to choosing this as your field for entrepreneurship? और साथ ही आप थोड़े की highlights आपके जर्नी के बारे में शेयर कीजिए, how you developed this company.
True. See, basically मैंने देखा कि केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग एक्चुअली एक मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी फील्ड है. और basically what I'm saying is, while doing chemical engineering, you get exposed to different multidisciplinary engineering areas like mechanical engineering, applied mechanics, electrical engineering, instrumentation and controls, chemistry, metallurgy, biotechnology, or polymers. So basically what happens is, this knowledge about multidisciplinary angle really helps you in going deep into any subject which you come across later on in a life, and it's also very useful while you are actually executing turnkey projects where you are supposed to take care of multiple responsibilities. Actually what I've seen is, typically if you are a mechanical engineer, then you may hesitate in, say, designing of a control panel, or if you are an electrical engineer, you may not like to get into equipment design which involves mechanical engineering. Whereas as a chemical engineer, it actually free mind, and that initial hesitation is not there. You need to learn as you go along, but that the start is, I would say, possible. Now, so during end of my career, engineering of chemical, in chemical engineering, I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I saw that polymers was a good field. So I wanted to specialize. Actually, I didn't want to do masters in chemical engineering as a general, because I thought that being a specialized area person will always help in entrepreneurship. So I found that IIT Delhi was offering a very good master's program in polymer science and engineering. So I went to MTech in IIT Delhi. During I was completing my MTech, actually I came across news that IIT Bombay was putting up a new project which involved a industrial scale reaction injection molding machine. So this reaction injection molding is actually a technology used for making components out of a polymer called polyurethane. So if you see the car steering wheel, you have it is some called as integral skin foam, where there is a skin on the top and there is a foam inside. So the car steering wheel is soft to your hand. Similarly, the high strength bumpers of the car nowadays are made out of polyurethane, or the soft handles for your, say, office chair are made out of polyurethane by using the same technology. So it's a very important technology, and because the industrial scale machine was being put for that particular project at IIT Bombay, I kind of applied and decided to join that particular project with the aim of learning that technology, developing the technology. My guide was Professor D.V. Khakkar, who later became director of IIT Bombay. And interestingly, my guide at IIT Delhi, who was Professor Mishra, also became director of IIT Bombay. So that's quite
Great
nice.
mentors.
Yeah, good mentors. Yeah. So during I was doing the project, so my guide suggested that anyway it's a long-term project and I was doing everything. So why don't I join for a PhD? So it will become more focused and I'll get complete freedom. So then I liked the idea and I joined as a PhD student in '89. And in 1990, in fact, coming from a Maheshwari family, I got married also. So I was married in 1990 to Shubhangi, and so we used to get scholarship around 2,400 rupees scholarship in 1990, and there was a married research scholars accommodation or a hostel, and it was a good life that way. I got quite good results actually during my work at PhD, and I completed my PhD in 3.5 years, which is a good time to complete. But interestingly, again, during I was completing my PhD, I saw that a project from Government of India Planning Commission was coming to all IITs. Specifically, it was called as Technology Development Mission Projects, TDM, where Government of India wanted all IITs put together to develop technologies which are relevant to Indian industries. And food processing is one area where India's exports of value-added products are really negligible. So our department had submitted a project on development of supercritical fluid based technology for extraction of natural products. And it was a technology which was quite prevalent in developed countries, and it actually attracted a lot of premium. So it was not so much affordable then for use in India, which was really could have made good use of it. And that concept really appealed to me, and I decided to join this project on supercritical fluid technology development immediately after I completed my PhD. So you can see that my basic training as a chemical engineer actually helped me to go into a completely new area which involved all chemical engineering but had nothing much to do with polymers. We actually completed the project in 1997. I got complete freedom. That is one good quality at IITs, that they give you complete freedom to work, and normally funding is not a much issue. Lot of people actually say that you need to go abroad to do research, but I would say that it's a misconception. Government of India, right from beginning, has been really quite supportive of research activity, provided you have a proper motivation and a goal. You can actually do good work in India also. That being the case, we had Godrej and Boyce as our industrial partner for our project on supercritical extraction technology development. But what happened is, even Godrej felt that it requires too much of effort, and also they were not so sure about commercializing or the success of the commercialization as compared to the returns which you can expect out of a new technology which is coming out of an institute like IIT, but which doesn't have much track record of technology transfer and all that. So they allowed us to look at other partners to commercialize the technology. So it was advertised in papers, and I also, as an entrepreneur, saw an opportunity. So I requested IIT to allow me also to bid in the process. So IIT allowed me. So I would say that mine was one of the first spin-off companies out of IIT Bombay, where we had no formal arrangement then. Today we have a good incubation center at IIT, and there is a lot of formal arrangement. But I would say in 1999, no such formal thing was there. But they allowed me to form a company and bid, and along with other people from outside industry, it was scrutinized. And I was my company, Devan Supercriticals, was chosen for commercialization of the technology. So basically, that was a good starting point, for me. But what I saw was that it's always good, very easy to get a pat on your back. We used to have a lot of visitors. They used to say, very good work, fantastic. We got some award also for development of technology. But getting a purchase order is a different ballgame altogether,
Correct.
But we actually got our first break from Sri Lanka. And that particular order was worth US dollars 250,000. That time it was around 1.2 crores. It was a big order, but there was a rider. Actually, Sri Lankan government was giving some subsidy to that company for setting up this project. And they had to actually get the equipment before 31st of March, at least the bill of lading of 31st of March. So that left us only with 3 months. Whereas the project which we had done with Godrej and Boyce, using Godrej and Boyce's state-of-the-art workshop, similar kind of equipment, we had taken more than 7 months. Whereas here, I was supposed to take only 3 months, and also it involved development of new vendors and having proper third-party inspection and making all quality product. But we accepted the challenge because that was a good starting point for us. And we worked day and night, and we could actually get our bill of lading as per the LC terms before 31st of March. Now, after successful execution of this first project in Sri Lanka, it actually opened doors for us in India. And in fact, we had written to a lot of companies who were potential clients. And one such company known as Sami Labs in Bangalore, whose chairman managing director was Mr. Dr. Majid. He's a pharmacist himself. And he came to IIT. And we had a one-to-one around 3 hours discussion. And at the end of the meeting, actually, Dr. Majid said that I really don't know what IIT would be able to do for me. Or what it can deliver. But I think, Dr. Basir, you can do it.
That is a great word from a huge personality.
शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्।
प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती। प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती। तृतीयं शारदा देवी। चतुर्थं हंसवाहिनी।
प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती। प्रथमं भारती नाम
पञ्चमं जगति ख्याता। षष्ठं वागीश्वरी तथा।
पञ्चमं जगति ख्याता। षष्ठं वागीश्वरी तथा।
सप्तमं कुमुदी प्रोक्ता। अष्टमं ब्रह्मचारिणी।
प्रथमं भारती नाम
And so that trust actually, so it was a big project. So we were supposed to make 20 times bigger plant than what we had made to Sri Lanka, and we had never made such a plant before. But is the trust of Sami Labs, we could start that project. And interestingly, during execution of the project or during manufacturing, a few months into manufacturing, they realized that they also actually had some small subsidy sanctioned by Spices Board of Government of India. And that year, the 5-year plan was getting over. So if we were not getting the project executed before 31st of March of 2002, they wouldn't have got that subsidy. So they just requested us that if it was possible for us to squeeze in some time and do it quickly. And so we were supposed to do it in 8 months instead of around 11 months, which was promised before. And we said we will try our best, and we were happy to say that we could actually do it. And the project was on before 31st of March. And there was a big group of government officials who came and did the audit, and purely on merit, they got the subsidy also. And the project really worked well. So that actually established our company. And since then, we have supplied around 26 units, right from small to big, in last 20 years, and not only in India, but also abroad. So this has been our basic start,
It has been good to hear the journey. सभी entrepreneurs के लिए, they face significant amount of challenges in their journey to set up a company. And आपने इतने successfully आपकी company को set up किया. So it was good to hear. Before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge that आज हमारे साथ Mr. Ashok Ji Baser is also present, who is father of Mr. Swapneshu Ji, and he has been the ex-secretary of NVPM.
Right.
So जय श्री कृष्ण आपको भी. Now I would like, in the journey आपने बताया कि you had 2 mentors. और जैसे हर अर्जुन के लिए there is a द्रोणाचार्य. मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा कि what is the role of mentor in the entrepreneurship journey? कितना significant होता है? क्या आप learning लेते हो?
Sure. Actually, I look at the term mentor as anyone who actually extends you help and support, So it's not only the way in which it is being projected as somebody who is outside your reach and who actually goes and helps you. I would say everybody who supports you along the journey, I consider him as a mentor. So basically, it involves your parents, it involves your teachers, it involves your institute, the senior professionals in your professional and personal life. So as you mentioned about my father, Mr. Ashok Baser, so he has been a great support also. And he has helped me in legal compliances, in taxation, in investments. So, I could concentrate on the technology side and he could take care of the other government issues, when you run a business in India. So that is one. He also helped me in getting good professionals on our board of directors of the company. So it is very important for us to get good people on the board of directors who actually can look at things in a very professional way and can guide you and give you good suggestions, So that has been a good thing. Apart from this, as I said, I would like to even acknowledge the management of IIT Bombay, who actually put trust and trust in me to first to start with for developing this technology at IIT, then to commercialize the technology. Even my vendors, my senior inspection people from professional companies like TUV, my family, my wife Shumangi, basically. Basically, your wife or your family gives you a lot of support, and they take the responsibility of day-to-day matters about kids, about keeping your morale high, and that really, I would say, all the mentors, as I said, really take you through.
यहाँ आपने एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट हाईलाइट किया कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम सीकिंग मेंटर्स आउटसाइड, हमारी फैमिली से भी हम लर्न कर सकते हैं एंड वी शुड ऑलवेज एक्नॉलेज कि उन्होंने कितना सपोर्ट किया है हमें, बिकॉज डेफिनेटली चैलेंजिंग तो रहता है।
एक बात मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा कि इवन छोटा से छोटा आदमी जैसा हेल्पर होगा, वो जब आपके प्रोजेक्ट में इन्वॉल्व होता है तो वो एक कलेक्टिव टीम की जो पॉजिटिव एनर्जी है, जो एक पॉजिटिव सोच है, वो एक्चुअली आपको हेल्प करती है। तो जैसे मैंने बताया कि वी रियली डिड आवर प्रोजेक्ट्स रनिंग अगेंस्ट टाइम और मैचिंग द इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड एवरीथिंग. So I would say that even the smallest person actually plays a good role, and that has to be acknowledged and kept in mind by an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yes, that is also a very important point.
True.
So one thing you mentioned, Swapneshwar ji, was that you were first, you were a faculty the at IIT, and then you shifted to entrepreneurship. So this transition में, I'm sure there were some challenges that you faced, and everyone in the audience would, gain जब आप बताएंगे कि what were those challenges, how you overcame them.
True. See, basically, for me, getting an opportunity to become an entrepreneur itself was a big high, and it was quite fulfilling. But once I wanted to become an entrepreneur, actually, IIT had to allow me to become an adjunct faculty so that I could do my business as well as do part-time teaching. Now, what that actually also means is my salary was half of actually what a regular faculty may get. So now that actually, as Modi ji also mentioned before, that most of the people, my friends who were doing research or other colleagues or my friends, everybody used to kind of go for a very lucrative postdoctoral fellowship or any other job, say in US or everywhere. And here I was actually quite motivated to work on a project, open-ended project, which actually to develop a new technology from scratch, So sometimes even my wife Shubhangi used to wonder that how I can be so happy in the scenario where actually I'm not really bothered about what is the current situation as far as the finances are concerned. But so I would like to share that the opportunity to actually do the work in your area of liking actually is very, very critical, specifically in the initial years, and definitely then it becomes very important for you to take it forward. So it's very unparalleled. And so the faith of the family to support and keep their needs also optimum so that, we could concentrate on business. That was really helpful.
Okay. तो अगेन सपोर्ट फ्रॉम आवर टियर वंस इज क्रिटिकल. आई थिंक वो मोरल भी आपका बूस्ट करता है एट अ टाइम व्हेन यू आर फेसिंग अ लॉट ऑफ चैलेंजेस.
Absolutely.
So, sir, one small point here. I would request you to, थोड़ा हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स यूज किए तो हमारे
जरूर
ऑडियंस would be much more
जरूर
benefited.
जरूर.
So, one more thing I would like to ask you is that जब हम बिजनेस करते हैं तो we interact with a lot of people. सप्लायर होगा, if you are exporting, कस्टम डिपार्टमेंट आता है, and then there is of course labor, income tax department. So how has your experience been in dealing with all of these different type of agencies?
करेक्ट. एक्चुअली मेरा ये कहना है या मानना है या मेरा अनुभव है कि अगर आप डायरेक्टली इन्वॉल्व होते हो गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स के साथ तो उसके रिजल्ट्स बहुत पॉजिटिव और अच्छे निकलते हैं. तो एक इंटरेस्टिंग एग्जांपल मैं शेयर करना चाहूंगा. जैसे मैंने बताया हमारा पहला ऑर्डर श्रीलंका से था एंड बहुत स्ट्रिंजेंट टाइम लिमिट था और लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट के थ्रू पेमेंट था. तो अगर हम टाइम लिमिट नहीं मैच कर पाएंगे तो वी वुडंट हैव गॉट पेड. तो उस समय हमने काफी मेहनत करके काम किया. 31 मार्च वाज द डेडलाइन टू गेट द बिल ऑफ लैडिंग. तो हमने 27 मार्च को रात को फैक्ट्री स्टफिंग किया कंटेनर का और 28 तारीख को दोपहर को 4 बजे मैं और मेरा फॉरवर्डर हम लोग कस्टम्स डिपार्टमेंट के ऑफिस के बाहर थे और कुछ एक 7-8 सिग्नेचर लगते हैं पूरा प्रोसेस खत्म होने में, स्क्रूटिनी होने में. तो जब मैंने फॉरवर्डर को बोला कि यार अपने को तो ये 31 मार्च तो बहुत क्रिटिकल है, तो बोला सर ये हो नहीं पाएगा, मुझे नहीं लगता, ऐसे कभी हुआ नहीं, इतना जल्दी कभी ये होता नहीं है. तो मैंने उसको बोला कि सिंस हमने इतने अच्छे से किया है मेहनत तो मेरे को साथ लेके चलना, मैं तेरे साथ आऊंगा और हम दोनों मिलके कोशिश करेंगे. तो जब हम अंदर गए तो उस दिन 2 घंटे में हमें अराउंड 5 सिग्नेचर मिल गए.
ओके.
तो मैंने ये देखा कि जब मैंने दे वर ऑल IAS ऑफिसर ग्रेट पीपल एंड मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर आई थिंक फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड. तो मैंने जब उनको एक्सप्लेन किया कि ये क्या है और क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, तो आई गॉट अ वेरी फेवरेबल काइंड ऑफ फीडबैक. इनफैक्ट मेरा फॉरवर्डर बोलता है कि यार किसी से बात नहीं करते, आपको चाय पिला रहे हैं. So it really helps, Similarly, next day we had to go to the port and identify our container. So there the officer was quite frank. He said actually they sometimes take a lot of time because they are not sure about the integrity of the person. A lot of exporters do take disadvantage of the schemes. And so my container was a 120 feet container with a value of $250,000 US. So after so they can see through you, because they have so much of experience.
Correct.
So once you interact with people directly, since your sincerity and honesty comes through, then that really helps and we got things done. And similarly, actually I have a good experience even at government where we are works, that even the excise department are quite helpful. So I would say if our intentions are correct, there is a good chance that you will meet good people.
Okay. That is actually refreshing to hear, क्योंकि कई सारे लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस होता है कि कस्टम्स में बहुत टाइम चला जाता है and it is discouraging for people की doing the sort of import export business. But जैसा आपने बताया कि
एक्चुअली क्या होता है, काफी बार the consultants they I'm not saying generally, but I'm saying sometimes some people also misguide you and to keep their own importance. So it's basically I think it's important that you also these critical things you should handle it yourself. You take help of consultants, you take help of others, but I would say that you should also be involved so that you can take the correct approach.
Definitely, showing your खुद का हार्ड वर्क तो ऑफ कोर्स विल गिव डेफिनेटली गुड रिजल्ट्स. ये तो सही, काफी सही बात है. सो आई थिंक विद दिस आई वुड लाइक टू मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेज, जहां आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू सम क्वेश्चंस जिससे हमारे ऑडियंस को एक गाइडेंस मिले कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में कैसे होता है, हाउ इज द वर्ल्ड ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप।
Correct.
तो मैं आपसे एक बहुत ही की एस्पेक्ट होता है कि एवरीवन कंपेयर्स जॉब एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, तो इनमें क्या की डिफरेंसेस होते हैं? कई लोग बोलते हैं कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में सिग्निफिकेंटली ज्यादा रिस्क लेना होता है, या एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इसलिए लोग अवॉइड करते हैं कि यहाँ तो 24/7 वर्क करना पड़ेगा, जॉब में मैं 6-7 बजे घर आ जाऊंगा, देन आई विल हैव टाइम। तो इस पे व्हाट इज योर व्यू, आप क्या गाइड करना चाहोगे?
Actually, मेरा थोड़ा सा ऑब्जर्वेशन अलग है. When you actually means when I look at my friends who are into job and now they are at high positions because of seniority and their competence, what I've seen is jobs actually are today having the maximum risk. Why I'm saying that is because as you actually become senior, your personal responsibilities like higher education of kids, the marriages of kids, or the medical requirement of your parents also keep increasing. Okay, but at the same time, your pay also is quite high based on your salary. So your return to the company actually starts declining if you are not careful. And then there is also politics at high level. When you go top, there is a big game. So in effect, what happens is there is always a chance that you may get replaced with a cheaper, younger professional. Now that is what I have seen happening in 50s, in my generation. But I see that in years to come, with more technology development, you actually will have these things coming up much earlier in life of our youngsters. So at senior level, when you lose a job, it becomes very difficult to find a similar job or equivalent job, whereas if you are an entrepreneur, then you are free to actually change your line of business or introduce new ideas, do value addition, and remain relevant in the field. So it's very for me, the risk is lower in entrepreneurship if you consider the complete span of professional life. So I would actually encourage people to become entrepreneurs. Secondly, when we talk about this 24/7 responsibility of an entrepreneur, actually what I have seen is today's typically job profile of any high level manager actually is no different from any entrepreneur. Okay, so you really have to do all the work what the entrepreneur does. But post COVID, in fact, when I discuss with my friends, they say that their job load has actually increased. So because of the acceptability of work from home, because of the acceptability of the digital platforms, so your weekends are not really differentiated, your after office hours are not differentiated, and you actually are supposed to be available on call whenever required. And so I would say that again I'll go back to the same theory that your remuneration is limited, responsibility is unlimited. Here, even if your responsibility is unlimited, your remuneration is also unlimited. So you actually try to become an entrepreneur, I would say.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree with all of these points. I myself am working and I know the plight ki office hours, weekends, up. Then there is nothing called as protected hours. Every time you are expected to be working.
Correct.
And मैं तो for sure am motivated कि मुझे entrepreneurship के लिए जाना है.
Wow.
Sir, along with this, there is one key thing you mentioned. You have done a PhD. You did a B.Tech, then a ME, then a PhD. So how important is this qualification in this entrepreneurship journey? कई लोगों को लगता है कि अगर खुद का ही बिजनेस करना है तो मैं डिग्री लेके what is the use, right? I should just start away with the business. तो इस पे आपका क्या गाइडेंस रहेगा?
See, देखिए, कोई भी ट्रेनिंग या एडिशनल नॉलेज अगर आप आपके फील्ड में लेते हो तो उससे आपका एक एज बनता है. यू गेट एन एज ओवर अदर्स. आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बढ़ता है, आपका रिस्पेक्ट बढ़ता है व्हेन यू आर इंटरेक्टिंग. ऑल्सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये समझने की है, जैसे पीएचडी की बात करें तो you get a benefit of doubt, you know. आप अगर कुछ प्रपोज करते हो, आप कुछ नई चीज पुटअप करते हो क्लाइंट के साथ या किसी और के साथ, तो वो तुरंत उसको खारिज नहीं करेगा. वो थोड़ा सोचेगा कि यार ओके, बिकॉज ये बोल रहे हैं तो शायद इसमें कुछ होगा, और वो आपको एक चांस मिलता है. सी, लाइफ में यू नीड टू गेट अ चांस टू प्रूव योर आइडिया, टू प्रूव योर प्रोडक्ट. तो वो वही मिलना एक्चुअली काफी क्रिटिकल होता है. जैसे मैंने पहला श्रीलंका से मिला, तो देन आई कुड एक्चुअली गेट ऑनलाइन. अगर मैं यहीं इंडिया में ट्राई करते रहता तो हो सकता है कि पीपल वुड हैव एक्चुअली जस्ट केप्ट ऑन अप्रिशिएटिंग आवर वर्क एंड वुड हैव सेड कि नहीं, अगर प्लांट लेना है तो जर्मनी से लेंगे. तो उस हिसाब से आई वुड से दैट फर्स्ट चांस मिलना, उसमें आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन, आपका ट्रेनिंग बहुत मायने रखता है. दूसरा, अगर बाय चांस अगर अपने को चांस नहीं मिला एजुकेशन लेने के लिए, हायर एजुकेशन लेने के लिए, फिर भी मैंने देखा है कि अगर आपकी पैशन है और आपका अगर थिंकिंग ऐसा है कि मुझे सीखना है, यानी आपको इनहिबिशन नहीं है कि मेरा क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग नहीं हुआ है तो मैं सीखूंगा नहीं. अगर आप सीखते हैं, आप उसमें बेस्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, आप लोगों से हेल्प लेते हैं, उसमें कोई शर्म नहीं करते हैं, तो मैं कहूंगा कि इट इज प्रैक्टिकल हायर एजुकेशन व्हाट यू गो थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ, एंड दैट एक्चुअली इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अ एंटरप्रेन्योर टू बी ऑलवेज लुकिंग फॉर सॉल्यूशंस, looking for problems where the existing solution is not there, and try to provide a solution. So that's how you get a patent, because if you have done something which is not there in the world over, you actually do that. So very interestingly, last week only we got a news about our third patent for control valve, and I could see that they went up to 1870 to screen whatever was done. Like obviously in India we are quite far behind on engineering, whereas in developed countries they have been doing it for 150 years. But so it's very important to have this attitude to actually have confidence and propose things which actually can make difference in the world, you know. So whether we get education or not, our attitude should be to get more learning.
आई थिंक द मोस्ट क्रिटिकल चीज जो आपने बताई कि क्रेडिबिलिटी मिल जाती है जब हम किसी के सामने
Yes.
हमारा आइडिया रखते हैं कि हाँ,
Yes.
दिस इज अ लर्नेड पर्सन, इन्हें आता है. तो डेफिनेटली दैट इज अ वेरी ट्रू फैक्ट. सर, वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन बिफोर वी मूव टू ऑडियंस Q&A. व्हाट आर द की कॉम्पिटेंसीज व्हिच वन शुड हैव? लाइक आप क्या चाहोगे कि हर एंटरप्रेन्योर ने ये एक क्वालिटी तो रखनी ही चाहिए टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल?
करेक्ट. अच्छा, और एक बात मैंने शेयर करनी है आपसे कि लोग ये भी कहते हैं कि आप कितने जल्दी चालू करो, यू नो, वेदर यू स्टार्ट योर बिजनेस इमीडिएटली or you actually wait for good experience to come your way. Now any experience, your knowledge about market, about technology, about the product is always helpful, no doubt about it. But there is a big danger that you actually start becoming complacent or become very comfortable with the perks which you get with a good job, you know. And also as you go up as the years pass by, you actually have more responsibilities to take care. So then you start becoming more scared to live a comfortable life and go into entrepreneurship. So I would say earlier the better for entrepreneurship. Now let me really share this, that as Maheshwari community, you know, I really see a lot of qualities we have as a community which I would say are quite unique. One is that we are quite honest people. I would say that all my life I have been observing, and Maheshwaris are by far quite honest in their deals. We also respect knowledge. You will see the education was always given importance in our community. Like as Modi mentioned, my grandfather was from Jamner in such a small village, but then he became Bachelor of Agriculture in that time, and so he came to Pune. And in fact, he was one of the first beneficiaries of Maheshwari Vidya Pracharak Mandal, I would say, that time. And then, so that respect for knowledge and learning has been there in our community always. And we have good business acumen. At the same time, very importantly, what makes us stand apart is we gel with the local culture very well. Actually, if you see a Maheshwari in any state of India, it will be very difficult for you to differentiate him based on his language and based on his style of living with the local crowd of that particular state. And that, I would say, really makes a very important point for business success, that you don't try to show any difference, but you tend to cater to the requirements of the thing, you know. So it's very, I would say, important to become an entrepreneur for ourselves becoming an Atmanirbhar person, as well as for our nation to really become Atmanirbhar, you know. So, and if I have some time, can I share one more point?
Sure, please, sir.
So I would say that in a nutshell, we can say that the passion is the most important thing. Okay. So the being passionate about what you are doing is, I think, the key. Now, how can you become passionate is only when actually you're working in the field of your liking, because otherwise that passion will really not come by telling. It has to come from heart, and we all are programmed in a particular way. So we like certain things, we don't like certain things, and if you actually find the field in which you are comfortable, where you can, then there's chance of your contribution and doing well is much better, you know. So I would recommend actually to the youngsters that how to find what is actually your liking, because a lot of times what happens is we get pursued or persuaded, or by the whole community tells you that depending on your marks and your rank, actually you should choose this branch and that branch. So because you do well, they actually tell you to take computer science, they tell you to take electronics, telecommunication, and maybe you are not interested in that kind of work, or you don't know what actually it involves. So I would say that the simple one idea which I can share is that you go to the website of each institute or any particular subject you are interested in. Nowadays, the websites have the curriculum well defined. They have good books which are recommended for that particular curriculum. Now with digital technology, the books are available in a digital form. You can actually scan through the some core subjects, you know. If you like the subject, you will be able to glance through the book in detail. But if you really don't like the subject, it is not your ball game, then you can't even read 2 pages of that book, you know. And that really will tell you where your heart lies. And if you really not go by what people say, and don't worry about people saying that you are wasting your rank and all, you take the field which you are really heart tells you, and I would say that that really will take you much further in life, you know. Secondly, I would say that financial discipline is very important for entrepreneurs. Whether you are getting government grant, or you're taking loan from bank, or you are actually using your own funds, every rupee saved is rupee earned, you know. So it's very critical to become a good kind of financial manager right from day one. Secondly, actually, as we saw that in the case of COVID, all of us actually in last 7 months have seen what are the bare necessities and what were not the necessities as such in our outflow of funds. So I would say let us keep Mr. Narayan Murthy of Infosys and Mr. Azim Premji of Wipro as our role models for utilizing our resources judiciously. And lastly, I will say that attention to quality is very, very important, because what I've seen in India, we pay very good attention up to 90% of the product, you know. Last 10%, we are actually taking a shortcut, or we are not so much worried about that. And sometimes there is a misunderstanding that actually that will cost a lot of money, but it really doesn't cost money. It just takes your attitude and extra effort to take care of the finish and take care of making your product world class. And that actually is something which we, as a nation, we really need to keep attention to. I would say that when our project went to Sri Lanka, the owner of the company specifically called me and said that he felt as though he was opening a container from Germany.
Okay.
So I would say that is really long term very important. And similarly, so we have been taking care in those kind of areas. And I would say that is actually going to, because now world is looking at India. And unless we become world class, comparable to anyone in the world, I don't think we can expect good business out of the world. Yeah.
Very true. I think if I just had to summarize the three main qualities that you mentioned, you should be passionate, you should be fiscally responsible, and we should focus on quality. I think this is something which, if everyone follows, definitely we will become world class. So with this,
And be proud to be a Maheshwari.
yes, of course, we are proud to be Maheshwari. With this, we would like to move to the question and answer session. तो I would request everyone in the audience कि आप please आपके questions chat में डालिए and I will ask them to Swapnishu ji. Also, Saurabh, kindly play the video in the meantime.
शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्
प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती तृतीयं शारदा देवी चतुर्थं हंसवाहिनी
प्रथमं भारती नाम द्वितीयं च सरस्वती प्रथमं भारती नाम
पञ्चमं जगति ख्याता षष्ठं वागीश्वरी तथा
पञ्चमं जगति ख्याता षष्ठं वागीश्वरी तथा
सप्तमं कुमुदी प्रोक्ता अष्टमं ब्रह्मचारिणी
प्रथमं भारती नाम
Thank you, Saurabh. So now we will begin with some of the questions that our audience has asked. Sir, one of the first questions is, आपने बताया कि there should be a positive environment. So the question is, what steps can we take to maintain such a positive environment, especially worker जो lower level jobs कर रहे हैं, who are facing significant difficulties otherwise. So how can we cater to them to maintain a positive atmosphere?
Actually, I would say for lower class of people, most important thing is their day-to-day well-being. Today, what has happened is people have actually started getting confused about what is going to come, because the news channels keep bombarding with first wave, second wave, third wave, and whatnot. So that actually has created low morale or a lack of confidence about the job security in case of lower class people. And I would actually say that as an entrepreneur, it is very important for us to give them that confidence, and if possible, make them realize that they will directly get benefited once the company does well. So it is not a short-term kind of relationships what we are looking for, but a long-term relationship. So when they actually see the progress of a company, you are thinking about not so much money centric, but being more of development centric. I think that gives a lot of good vibes to the all workers around when you actually are and also kind of walk the talk, you know. Be there when you are actually just don't demand, but be a solution provider. That actually gives a lot of and I've seen that everybody contributes and everybody comes out with wonderful ideas and wonderful things. So I would say it's more to do with the progressive mindset of the company, which will give them confidence that the jobs are not temporary.
Hmm. Yes, this long term and providing that comfort that they will have their job will
Yeah.
help in maintaining. That
And
is a
respect
really good
their
point.
inputs, you know, respect their inputs. Apart from money, person
Hmm.
wants respect actually. So if you respect his input, that is something which gives them more kind of satisfaction.
Great point, sir.
Yeah.
One of the other questions we have is around, in the current situation, what are the some of the new key innovative ideas? And mainly we have questions on agriculture based and of course in your area of chemical industry.
Yeah, see, basically, if you really look around in agriculture, actually, we are always talking about waiver of loans, waiver of, or subsidies and all that. And in fact, it's a fact that if you really consider the whole man hours put by the whole family of a farmer, and if you try to equate similar man hours calculation, what we do as professional, then he's actually subsidizing the grains to you, you know. Farmer has been subsidizing, we are not paying him enough as compared to what kind of effort the whole family puts in. Now that actually being said, where the problem is that the raw material never being used as it is, you know, in the world. It is always converted into value added products, and then only it is used by the world. So unless we actually go into this mode of getting into value added products of world class quality, I would say it may not be very difficult to actually circumvent this and go to a better scale. Unfortunately, these cooperative kind of movements recently have got a kind of tarnished image, and some people use them for the political mileage. But I would say there will be always exceptions. But you take an example of Amul, you take example of other successful cooperative things, we can actually make a difference. So innovation will be always there in everything what we do. So it is not like restricted to even whatever you have been doing for years. Don't take it for granted, and there is always a chance to improve it, you know. And a lot of times the opportunity is not having access to something. If we had not done the nuclear test, then I think the West would have kept giving us the technology, and I don't think we would have developed and become a space research superpower today if everything was on platter. So it's very important for us to look for innovation and not don't consider innovation as something very very special. It comes day to day, and it has to be a way of life.
Okay. So basically, by being उस industry में know how talking to the people, we will get to some ideas on the innovation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And client will tell you कि मुझे ये problem है, तो फिर it is up to you to find a solution. तो जैसे आपने solution find किया तो आपको market मिला.
Correct. Very true.
Correct.
So also the you have yourself many patents. So there is a question from Aditya ji. He's asking ki, what is the need and importance of patents?
करेक्ट. तो पेटेंट एक्चुअली कॉन्सेप्ट ऐसा है कि आप काफी मेहनत करके किसी चीज पे काम करते हो, काफी इन्वेस्टमेंट करके उस पे रिसर्च करते हो, तो अगर आपने उस चीज को किसी दूसरे ने कॉपी कर दिया तो आपका पूरी मेहनत काम नहीं आएगी और वो चीज आपके हाथ से निकल जाएगी. तो जस्ट टू कीप द इन्वेंटर्स मोटिवेटेड, governments have actually made this legal provision, all the countries in the world, that you can apply for your monopolistic right for 20 years. Now that is not for life, it's only for the first 20 years. The government gives you rights to exploit it commercially without fear of anybody else using it, you know. Also very importantly, it actually helps in distributing the knowledge. Actually patents, youngsters को मैं कहूंगा कि आप जरूर patents search कीजिए आपके फील्ड में, और आप जब पेटेंट पढ़ेंगे तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज उसमें से मिलेगा, क्योंकि पेटेंट आप इस तरह से लिखते हैं कि किसी और ने वो चीज करना नहीं चाहिए. यानी आप जितना आपको मालूम है सब चीज उस पेटेंट में इंक्लूड करते हो, ताकि कोई बता ना सके कि यार मुझे मालूम नहीं था आप ऐसे करते हो. तो आप जो करते हो वो पूरा आप लिखिए उसमें, ताकि आपको पूरी तरह से प्रोटेक्शन मिले. तो आप जब पेटेंट पढ़ते हो तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा उस इन डेप्थ नॉलेज मिलती है, और उस तरह से एक्चुअली आप उसमें से बेनिफिट कर सकते हो एंड मोटिवेट भी हो सकते हो कि हमें भी. और जब आप पढ़ोगे ज्यादा तो आपको नई आइडिया आएगी, या यू कैन एक्चुअली से कि ऐसा क्यों नहीं वैसा क्यों नहीं, यू नो.
ओके, तो एक्चुअली पेटेंट्स पढ़ना भी would be one of the ways to know कि क्या इनोवेशन हो रहा है.
मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. जैसे मैंने बताया, उन्होंने 1870 का पेटेंट एक्चुअली ढूंढ के निकाला अमेरिकन एग्जामिनर ने कि बाबा ये आपसे कैसे अलग है बताओ. तो दैट वे, यू नो, पीपल गो अप टू दैट लेवल कि बिकॉज ह्यूमन माइंड इज रियली क्रिएटिव एंड you can really do wonders. Yeah,
Definitely. Sir, one question we have from Rajesh is, what is more important, having the business idea or the availability of finance? I think the question is more around कि हमें अगर आइडिया है तो बिजनेस का फाइनेंस कैसे होगा.
एक्चुअली नहीं, इनफैक्ट मेरा अनुभव बताऊं तो बिकॉज वी हैड मींस आई हैड स्टार्टेड विद virtually not much investment from our side. I got the letter of credit from Sri Lanka. I discounted it from the bank and we executed the project, you know. So funds really don't remain a hurdle if you have a good idea. Now, as I said, I started my development with IIT Bombay, which is a public funded institute. So similarly, you know, it's like if you have passion to do something, you will always find areas in which a lot of support is already available. And only thing is you don't have to be short term. मैंने आज किया तो कल मुझे मिलना चाहिए, ये एटीट्यूड नहीं रख के, and you don't get wedded to idea. You be flexible. आपको अगर लगता है कि ये अच्छा है लेकिन अगर कोई और अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है, be proactive enough to change, you know, like as I said, based on your own education, you can always change your field and get into areas which will be more satisfying to you. And you know, but you have to give yourself time, and money is not critical. It will come once you do well, money will come, not a problem.
Definitely. So
and post COVID, actually you see how much money you need anyway.
हाँ, काफी कॉस्ट कट डाउन हुए. So there is a related question to this point itself, कि how do you deal with the fear of failure, especially, you know, shortage of funds is a big concern. So how do you deal with that?
Actually, I would say there is a definite risk when you actually put your neck and back an idea, and obviously it is not straightforward, otherwise others would have done it. So you need to actually put your whole effort into that. But I would say that journey also takes you through. It actually teaches you so many things, and a lot of ideas will come up. One thing I would like to share, which I have been practicing. I have been an early riser all my life. I get up early in the morning. which is kind of a alien thing to the youngsters today. But
Very true.
I would really say, I would say that it's very important. There is a concept of 5 a.m. club where, you know, people say that you get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and don't look at social media, don't look anywhere. Just, you know, think about whatever you want to think. Normally, when you are passionate, you will think about the area of work and other things which you want to solve. And I'm saying that a lot of ideas will flow into you, and keep noting them. Keep writing them down while going to sleep. Think about that problem. After getting up, think about that problem, and I would say a lot of things will flow in, and that fear will go away. Basically, once you understand that you get a lot of good ideas, you will get confidence that you can actually find a solution. And as long as you keep your expectations minimum, don't compare yourself with anybody. It really is. In fact, stop looking at Facebook page of others, because you see that people fake it. You know, people put wrong. They portray wrong things, and other person actually who is happy actually starts feeling dull. That अरे यार मैं तो कहीं गया नहीं. So, you know, I would say social media is really to be avoided, and your fears will go away.
Okay. That is a great point, especially for youngsters. Social media has a huge grip on our lives.
Yes.
So, one question we have from Maheshwari ji is, how do you find new customers for your new product?
Actually, we have been having our website right from beginning. So we have been really relying on the internet for our inquiries. At the same time, we have been participating in, basically we have been invited in some of the Made in India shows where we put up our technology. Now, recently, in fact, Government of India has launched an initiative called Agni. It is actually for innovative ideas, actually. And that website, in fact, scrutinizes new ideas. You apply, they scrutinize, and they actually try to promote your ideas. Similarly, there are a lot of such activities going on for MSME sector, from government side and from other NGOs also. Like when we did our technology for dyeing of fabric without using water, so it's a sustainable technology. Now for the last 10-15 years, people talk about sustainability as a fashion, but last 2-3 years, it has become a necessity. Now people have to act on it. So there is one NGO called Fashion for Good, which is a foreign thing, but their whole idea is actually to find such good ideas and have good brands as their industrial partners, and try to have this kind of matchmaking. So similarly, you know, so you will always find such good activities happening. Keep participating in a lot of contests which are there. Apply for awards, apply for these kind of scrutinies, and you will become visible, and people will look at you. Yeah.
Definitely good points. Apart from, many people feel the customer acquisition is also a big cost, but
Right.
using these ways, we can actually find a lot of new customers.
Any needy customer will find you. So as long as you have good solution to give, people will find you. I'm telling you, even we are always looking out for good vendor. So that is not a problem. You should have a solid product with you and a sincere attempt and sincere attitude to solve the problem. Yeah.
Very true point, sir. So we'll now take the last one or two questions in the interest of time. So we have a series of questions from Robin ji. So first is, how have you managed to stay on this path of scientific discovery? A lot of entrepreneurs get way down into daily, aaj ka kya problem hai, let's firefight this. So how have you still stuck to that thinking?
I would say that I was really motivated by what I was doing. I was enjoying the freedom I enjoyed at IIT, and then as an entrepreneur on my own. And I would say that since I had no specific financial constraints on me about either family wise or means we were keeping our requirements minimum. So we were not really aspiring to go and kind of buy a Mercedes Benz just because somebody else has bought it. So that actually I think kept me focused. And once you take your kind of motivation from what you do, then other things really don't bother you so much, because you are confident that these things will follow. It's basically other things in life follow as long as your basics are correct.
Definitely. So there is another question from Robin Ji regarding how a young entrepreneur can address the challenge of talent retention versus the initial cost of bootstrapping. So Robin Ji, if you could unmute and ask the question in more detail, I
No, I
think.
can understand what he's saying. I
Okay,
can understand what he's saying.
great.
See, basically what happens is everybody wants to work for a big company.
Mm-hmm.
All the youngsters would like to actually work for a multinational or a fancy firm. And as a startup, it's very, you can hardly actually offer them anything which can be comparable to what they would get. So to answer it very simply, my two kids are both chemical engineers. Both are right now in America. So, so that answers that I'm also trying my best to tell them that they have everything here and they can come. I'm hopeful they are also saying that they'll also. I said, whether you join my company or not, become entrepreneurs. That is you would have seen in my talk that I want people to be entrepreneurs. So I would say that sometimes getting talent at the initial stage is difficult, but don't worry, you are anyway, as an entrepreneur, you have to be master of all, a jack of all, master of none kind. So you have to do that. It's very difficult to attract and talent you call only when they prove themselves. So I think you take fresh people and put faith in them. They themselves are talented enough. Don't consider somebody just because he's IIT and he's talented. Take it from anybody and he will be equally talented, I would say, if you give him the correct passion.
Great point, sir. I think with this amazing set of thoughts, I would like to bring this session to a close. Before I actually do close the session, I would like to extend big thank you to स्वप्निशु जी. आपने संडे को टाइम निकाला, प्लस इसके पहले भी काफी सारे टॉक्स के लिए आपने टाइम निकाला, तो वेरी वेरी थैंक यू फॉर दैट. एंड आई एम श्योर कि सभी को इस इंसाइटफुल सेशन से काफी हेल्प मिली होगी. I would also like to thank MVPM, MIG and MPF for giving us this platform to conduct webinars for the good of everyone. साथ ही मैं MVPM स्कॉलर कमेटी और हमारी एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी को भी थैंक यू करना चाहूँगा कि उन्होंने हेल्प की हमें टू ऑर्गेनाइज दिस सेशन. एंड ऑफ कोर्स अ बिग थैंक यू टू एवरीवन इन द ऑडियंस. आपने संडे को सुबह अपना टाइम निकाला और ये सेशन अटेंड किया. तो हैव अ वंडरफुल डे. जय श्री कृष्ण.
मेरे तरफ से भी सबको big thank you, because it's a big opportunity and for me it's like a backyard. MVPM means a lot to me and my family, and MIG also means a lot to me and my family. So it's really being part of the family. So it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.